Right, about live, I've just realised I've forgotten to do something. Give me 1 second. Because my webcam isn't up. It's on, but it's not up. So give me a sec. That's because I've not turned it on. Wait, is it not open? No, that's on. Hello there, Mary Rabbit. It's Amiga Mondays. Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just having a bit of an issue with my video. Give me a minute. There we go. That's better. Alright, we can start pretty much. First of all, let's get rid of the game name here because that's not Dungeon Keeper, that was Sunday. And then I can do some admin and we can start looking at some Coverdisks from Amiga format. Right, so first of all, I want to say thanks to Mary Rabbit for following. Missed Dungeon Keeper stream, my absolute favourite game as a kid. Well, I'm doing it on Sunday. I'm partway through. I've got quite a lot of the dungeons done. The hardest dungeon I've done was Elf's Dance, where you had you start at the top, and then down through the middle you had a Dungeon Keeper here and a Dungeon Keeper here, and at the bottom you had some vampires and some heroes at the other end. That was quite tough. Took me a few attempts, but I finally got it. The next person I need to thank is, let's see if I can get the name right. Albionium, is it? Albionium? Yeah. Well, thank you for following anyway. I do apologise for butchering your name. Albionium. There you go, thank you, Albionium. I do apologise for that. I think my mouse is a bit iffy with the heat. Mind you, I'm not best at pronunciation at best of times, but thank you for that, Mary Rabbit. Right, so let's get some cover disking done. You can see just popped up there is the this is the floppy emulator, what's it called? GoTech, that's it. I just need to find, I was on disk number 30. Where am I up to? Let's see, Amiga. Amiga format. '27. Not liking this heat wave though. No, it's pretty awful. What cover disc is this? Because we're on 30. I think we've done this one. 18, right? Okay. '24. There we go, 31. Right, 31. What we got on 31? Duty, V-Checker, Sea Monster Picture, PixSaver, and Sysinfo. I think people have used Sysinfo before. I'll have a look at that in a minute. Duty here. Let's have a look at what a Sea Monster pick is. Ooh, that's a bit, how could I put it? Well, it's more 3D. I was going to say reflective, that's probably the best one. It's not a bad picture there. Let's read what's on the console dock. Oh, I need to get my keyboard, which would be handy. Right. Menu creation, it looks like. Disk menus, yeah. There's been at least 3 I've seen so far of disk menus. Disk info. Sorry, sysinfo. God, disk info. What the hell am I talking about? Let's see what it does. I think this is what I think it is. Yeah, I thought so. Has this crashed my machine? Yes, it has. That's fine. We're restarting. I wonder whether it'll do it again. It shouldn't be too bad because I've taken the PCMCIA out. In fact, we could probably look at it. Now let's try it again. See what happens. No, it just doesn't like it, does it? That's fine. I've heard of versions of sysinfo that don't work properly. I think I heard Miss Mad Lemon saying that the other day. Hello, Amiga Gamer. I looking here for audio for 15 minutes, no problem. Right, let's have a look at PicSaver and then we'll have a look at Duty and VChecker. PicSaver. Nice to have an ASM file with it. Little utility that allows you to take snapshot of windows, screens or other parts of screens and store them on a disk as if... Ooh, right, okay. I'll have to come back to that because that looks interesting. Print screen program, yeah. I'll definitely come back to that one. Duty, what's under Duty? Remove any external floppy drives before executing. Now, 2 intrepid dudes have gone and fallen down a sewer, would you believe? 32 levels of sewer, in fact, and it's up to you to guide them back up to street level. The only problem being that the inhabitants aren't too happy about the dudes invading the privacy, trying to knock the dudes back whenever they can. Okay. Oops. So we've got crane turtles. They live in the lower regions of the sewer and quite easy to deal with. Somebody jump in and hit the platform directly beneath them. This sounds like Super Mario Brothers. Oh, well, Mario, not Super Mario Brothers, but Mario Brothers itself. But a kind of expanded version. Pink crabs. 2 hits to random, right, okay. I've got a feeling this is... Yeah. Let's have a look. Let's see if this will run. I'm getting a flashing green, so no, that's not going to run, unfortunately. I have had some games running this, but not all games. But that depends on whether it's on a disc or not. The iGame stuff is fine. The winking icon is a cute touch. So no look on this disc. No, fortunately not. So we got V-checker, we've got to look at, that's the last one, okay. Virus checker, right, we don't need that. And the other thing is it'll try and pick up, I have a map ROM, which basically tells the system to look for a file on the hard drive to load the ROM. And every time I've loaded up anything like Assassin's discs where they've got virus checkers on, they get confused and think I've got a virus on, and I think that's what's picking it up. So anyway, next disc, 32 that looks like. And we got oh, nothing. Oh, I was going to say nothing. It's just taken a while for it to load. Samples Air War, possibly Air Warrior. And that's it. The rest of it's probably got a game on it or something. Air War. Air Warrior for the Amiga, that was a good guess. Kesmai Corporation. Most important thing to remember in the online game is that you have friends as well as enemies. The players of the online game are divided into 3 countries, A, B and C. A is a different colour assigned to each of the 3 countries. Yeah, online game. Yeah. Kesmai is an old, because I vaguely remember Kesmai from the Windows 95 days with their stuff. Let's see if this runs. Yeah, I recognise that logo. Because they did some other online stuff as well. And I think, weren't they responsible for the old Battletech online game? There was one called Solaris 7. Actually, I think Air Warrior is what they did for Windows later on, actually, thinking about it. I mean, this is 1990. Not getting any response though. And there's no flashing from the mouse is there. Oh, here we go. Just needed to right click. About gives this. So mouse based and oh, help me out. It's the keyboard, not keyboard. Number keys. There's a lot of keys for a game like this. Let's see what else we got. World War II planes, so we can have Mustang, Zero Sen, Spitfire, Lockwolf, P-38J, bombers, B-17 Flying Fortress. Some ones I recognise. And the World War I planes as well. Sorry. Got jets. MiG-15. Jeep vehicle. Alright. Can we actually play on one? See if I can do a Spitfire. It's loading from the disk. Ooh. So this is the numpad up. That's down. It's left, and that's right. It's up. So I pressed up once and it did that. Okay. You can see at the bottom middle that's moving. Left and right click doesn't do anything, but if I press E for an engine. Right, okay. Let's see if I can remember some of these controls and get it at least on, because even if there's nobody else in the area, it'd be good to see it actually doing something. So I'll need to write these down. Let me just go and get a notepad application. There we go. So first of all, let's look at the controls. And I'll try not to type on the wrong keyboard. Wow, it's taken ages to actually load it this time. It is loading from the disk. There we go. Oh, I was about to fall asleep then. Alright, anyway, okay, so throttle up. It's altitude up and throttle down. Escape, oh for fuck's sake. Took ages for it to pop. Alright, okay, here we go. So the controls, fire guns is right click, right, okay. And it says throttle up and down is to do with the left mouse button. Oh wait a minute. It isn't just that though, is it? I reckon it's up down is left mouse plus up slash down. I think that's what that is, because it's, you can see it's got half and half, but it also has roll lock on the same thing as well. Because it's got the blue bit, unless that's center controls. Start the engines is, which is always useful, is star. Sight on and off is S. I do apologise for this, I'm just trying to get this correct. Now look at the numpad keys. See, this has up, down, left, right and back, but when I did it, it was more viewing rather than Alright, let's try this then. We got at least something basic. Go back to our plane, which was the Spitfire Mark 9. Okay. Oh, that's because I'm putting the sight on and off. I'm pressing the star button, but nothing's happening. Is that the correct star button? Let's try this one then. Nope. So I got throttle at 100. I'm not going anywhere. Oh, shift and oh, my keyboard, it was shift and number 8. We got lift off finally. So this is the number keys are looking left and right, so it's your point of view, and your mouse is definitely to turn. I've got no guns though. Yeah, turning this thing is not fun. That was much. Okay. Yeah, I could not feel it. So basically I was pretty much like that off the ground, you know, just like not really much. That's an interesting experience anyway. To, you know, for this to be online. Well, we've got a samples folder. I don't think we're going to have anything. It's the readme file. What? Oh, it's because it's not turned it off properly, has it? Okay. Right, so samples has really got some. I can't really play the samples properly on this. I mean, I can try because I've got Odamed, but I don't think it's gonna run. Where's Odamed? Optimed, sorry. So if I then go to think df1, of the samples directory. Why has it got a lot of ifs in there? chord synth, bass drum, electric guitar. Unless it's the samples for mod files, which would make sense. I don't think this is going to load anyway. Load instrument. Sample loaded. I don't know this stuff. Oh, okay, there you go. So that's what that sounds like. And that was Didgeridoo. Let's try bass drum. Yeah, it sounds right. So many F's, it should be a switch thing. Yeah, that didgeridoo does sounded really weird. It's funky synth. Let's load that instrument. Sounds a bit crunchy. Robo drum. It's not bad. It's a bit 80s like, but you know. Timbale. The fuck is that? Oh, is it? That's not what I think it is it? Yeah. It's like it's like is it what do you call it? Like a tambourine type thing. I think that's what it's like. Let's have a look at Corker and then we can move to the next one. That's quite good. Right. Good thing about these is I can come back to it later and then just start pulling all the samples and then trying to play around with them. It's whether I'm going to get time to do it, it's the issue. So quit confirm. I can move on now to next disc. 33. Hi there, Amiga Gamer. Good timing to see some Ultimate Great software. Yeah, I have installed it because if I needed to do music type stuff. And just having a look at some of the samples on the last disc. It's Vista. Not to be confused with Windows Vista, obviously. A500 Plus, README and landscapes. And what's the README say? What the Vista string gadgets. Due to a minor problem with string gadgets in Vista, camera target X, Y, and Z gadgets. Is this some sort of 3D program? It was designed for Workbench 1.3. The amount of incompatibility is not great, but if you're using polygon set of 1 and a complex landscape, sometimes you cannot save ifs. Oh, okay. Installing this on the Amiga. What, have you had problems with that before, Mary Rabbit? 3D landscape generator. We've seen one before. There was, I don't know if you were here, Amiga Gamer, but there was one early on the discs that were it was quite nice. It generated some really nice landscapes. Let's see if it works. It should run from the disk. Oh, right, I see what you mean, Mary. Yeah. Right, so let's have a look at this. I'm assuming you should be able to generate something. Create, load, execute, display, low-res ham. What happens if it just hit render? I'm assuming I'm probably at the wrong angle for the camera. Oh, maybe not. Well, there's it generated. I can move around. Nope. Okay. Bob Ross edition would have fluffy little clouds, happy little trees buttons. I don't need to save that now. So we can change the light to say a southern one. Tree, haze. Put a river in there instead. I think we just did a mission on Afonso. Yes, that would sound about right. View. Okay, so that reviews the last render. So if I click render now, then it generates that. So I've changed a few bits. I've changed the light. I've put a river in. I've put a tree in. I've put G shade on. Don't know what's gonna happen. I'll have to have a look. Need 2 huts and a tank. And a little person wandering around. I don't think I've got that on here, Hunter. Now I can see trees. It's giving a slight impression of what's the game with the trees where you could absorb them? Sentinel, that was it. It's a bit of a shame that you can't move around in here, I don't think. Yeah, I can try and get a menu up here, but nothing else is happening. Yeah, definitely Sentinel, yeah. Death Chase 3D trees. Let's go for one more. Let's go for one more and then we can call it for this disc. Unless, I think that's all on this disc actually. Let's have a look at Easterly. Put snow to be what that's gonna do. Let's see what happens here. I'm hoping there's going to be a lot of snow, but I suppose it depends where the camera's looking. Not really much snow, is there? Although the trees look a bit more detailed now. I remember this program, and there was a ray tracing program I had. You set a bunch of variables up and leave it overnight to render. After 12 hours, you'd have a shiny circle with a light source. It takes microseconds now. type of the last ray tracing program I remember on Windows was one called POV, Persistence of Vision, and I quite liked it because it was more programming based. So instead of like doing what we've just been doing with the buttons, it was more XML programming. So you'd kind of define a circle and you put in I think it was XML programming, could be wrong there. But it was that sort of thing. It'd be nice if I can get down there, but the problem is I'm not very good with the camera, so I don't know. What have I done? Oh! Is that where the camera is? Let's try this. 3D software is Blender right now. Pretty good for open source. Yeah, I've used Blender. I used Blender for an old video that I did. Basically got it to recreate the the Terminator intro screen where it kind of pulls the text like that. And I had a camera that would basically start for about here as the text is being pulled, and right at the end when it kind of clicks together, it kind of pulled out like that, like in the film intro credits, and that worked out quite nicely. I also used Blender years ago for video editing. It wasn't too bad to be doing that, to be fair. So let me just double check with this camera here. Is that the camera there? Can I shift it forward? So if I say, and that top one's disappeared. So if I do, aha, I see. So I'm gonna try and get it to the center. So Z, I'm going to leave it 100 and 80. So if I put that at, I'm going to put that 580. No. I'll put that at 8 there and see what it gives me. I bet I only get green because I think it's pointing this way. Which is why it's probably rendered very quickly. Oh, maybe not. So it's probably looking that way, I'm assuming. Or maybe it's not looking this way because I can't see this white thing. So if I push this to 1240, and I'm gonna push that to maybe, what if I do 2? Yeah. And I'm gonna render this one. So this might take a bit longer if I've got this correct. No? Is it the Z-axis as to where it's looking? Because the problem is if I change this, it doesn't actually do anything. So it's kind of gone up a little bit, because before it was on the ground. Still not quite sure where I'm looking, to be fair. I know it's in some sort of direction, but I'm not sure if it's pointing this way or this way, because there's no indicator. So, assuming that's like field of view, maybe. Oh, is this like a seed or something? Let's have a look at this one. So this should be pointing that way. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't know what this is here, unless it's a tree. One solid tree in the middle of a middle of an island, probably. We'll have a look at this last one, then we'll move on to whatever the program's next. Oh, that's not bad. I'm assuming these are trees, because you can see some more trees here, and they're definite trees over here. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Yeah, fair enough. So there you go, that's Vista. And I can save that as well as a picture. So that's good. Vista Landscape. Version 1.2 by Hypercube Engineering. Written in California, I think that is. 3D Landscape Generating Projector. Using fractal landscapes. So that's good. It tells you the seed number as well. Alright, so that's that disc done then. It was 30... not sure which one. This is 33. 33B. So if that's 33B, I'm assuming Vista was 33A as part of like a 2-disc special, which wouldn't surprise me. Right, what we got? We got Lemmings Help. We got Biplanes with the same looking image as the online game we saw a couple of discs ago. Got Retro Sketch, Jewel, and Mouthman. And Myth as well. Let's have a look at this. Etch a Sketch type program. Plug a joy pole into your Miggy and waggle to your delight. When you've shamed Tommy Hart, use the fire button to clear the picture. And this was done in Leicester. This program is Preziware. That is to say, if you like it, send me a present. There's so many different wares that I've heard of now. So we've got like Charityware, which is if you like the game, pop a tenner in your local charity shop. And now Preziware, which is send me a gift, whatever it is. Be interesting to see what other type of wares you get. Alright, let's have a look at this. Waggle our joysticks if it runs. Oh, my joystick. Is this not working? Pick a random word and add where onto it. Yeah. I could think of a few words. Oh, yeah. So this is not going to work because we've got garbled graphics, unfortunately. Well, how free people were with their personal details back then. Most people not on the internet. Yep, it's pretty much it. Right, I'll have to restart this, unfortunately. The BBS numbers advertising pirate wearers at the home addresses. Right, let's have a look at Duel. So, yeah. 2 joysticks, 1 computer, 2 people. It's a 2 people game. Domain, public domain. Give it to your friends or inflict it on your enemies. Feed it to your dog. Pin it up over your bed. Just don't go making a major cache from it. Sorry. Duel was the result of frustration encountered one night whilst I was working on my major project. Sick of complex interface system. 30-page listings, I decided to turn my hand to a good old pure ion combat game. No plotline, no mission, just get in there and destroy the other player to the best of your abilities. It's an Amos game, it looks like. Oh, I don't think it's going to run off the disk. But a couple of files should be in their proper places. Segmented 8 should be in the current fonts directory, and a directory Amos system should be in the root, which I do not have. So I don't think this is going to be possible. We'll run it anyway and see if it does run, but I doubt it. I saw so many captures as a kid. Yeah, I didn't think that'd work. Yeah, when it's one thing that was staple was seeing people's discs, and you'd see a lot of copied games in there. I mean, they did have, you know, bought games, but there's still a load of copied ones. And that was both the Amiga and ST. Mouthman. Is this going to be Pac-Man? Yep, it's looking like it. PB more, so that's a different tool. Oh, can I just do this? Let me go to oops. Will be helpful if I can spell utilities correctly. Let's try multi-view. Yes, no? Nope. There we go, more will do it. No, more will not do it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, okay, fine. Let's just run Mouthman. Yay, it's doing something. green light's not flashing, so that's fine. Oh, wrong mouse. Mouse not working. No disk activity. I think the recording is dead. Yep. Do apologise for the games that don't work on here. And that's from discs, so don't worry about anything else. Yeah, well, if it's an actual game disc, it'll run, but it's just the Coverdisks ones aren't great. Uh, 33p. What else did we have? Oh, excuse me. Lemmings Help. Is that a cheat pad? Turn first lemming into a climber. This is a nice little demo, isn't it? Turn second lemming into a builder. Turn rest into climbers until you run out. But keep an eye on the builder, otherwise they'll fall off. It's one of these. Oh, is this a regular walkthrough you'd see? Turn the first climber that comes over the top to a miner above the grey. Builder should finish off the bridge just as you run out of climbers. Oh, is this a way to keep the to the last climber to fall onto the grey platform into a miner in the corner? Make a miner dig down through the wall. Or is this just a way to keep the lemmings busy while you get the miner to do the builder to do what he needs to do? That would make sense. It's a nice little landing block through though, because usually it's just a case of here's a poke. Yeah, that's how a lot of the late levels panned out. Yeah, and I right click to exit. That's quite nice though. It's green light flash again. Right, let's see if Bioplanes is a copy of no, it's not. Right, okay. Oh, wait a minute. I think I know what this one is. For a two-player game, plug the other joystick into the mouse port. Select with the joystick. Yeah, I thought it was this. Shit. Yeah. Press up and then you gotta go this way. Yeah, it's that one. Again or enough, I'll go again. You gotta get enough speed. Ah! So I'm on the right. Program failed. Fine, okay. Suspend. But at least it wasn't the same one as we thought it might have been. It just isn't working as well as it should be. But I have seen that before. I think Ashen's played it. I think it wasn't it on one of the PD discs at one point. Assassins, probably. Myth, this will be... I don't think this is going to work properly. But I've got this on iGames, so if it doesn't, we can have a look at that one. It's the one with the skeletons, and then you've got to chop as many heads off before you can get a sword. And then... yeah, this isn't working. And then something about... some Hydra that you got to defeat, something weird like that. Yeah, everyone remembers that first level of Myth 3, yeah. There's another game called Myth, but it's a text adventure. There's a whole game after it, but I only ever beat the demo. There's at one point there's a shoot 'em up, I think. Right, 33B done. 34. How long have we been doing this? So we can go to 35 and then do some gaming. What we got? Page setter, so it's going to be a full program, I'm guessing. These icons look a bit off. They shouldn't do though. The desktop publishing tool for your Amiga. So it gives you the hard copy version. Should make backup copy of the original disc. Okay, so it's not disk protected. Can work from a CLI apparently. Let's have a look, quick look at it anyway. I think the first desktop DTP that I used was, the first one I used was Microsoft Publisher 2 on Windows 3.1. And then when I went to college, they were using Serif Page Plus. Got text editor, graphic editor, artboard. Let's see if it's got some sort of wizard. Okay, so this is a new one. No, doesn't do anything. No, escape doesn't do. Block start and end. I should put to exit. Goes back to here. Okay, so I'll create a page now. There's the text editor. Aha! And then you can start putting that text is tiny. I can move it around, which is fine, but it would be good if it could increase the size of the text. That's good. But you can't increase the size. Okay, so that scrubs it. This is chain. I think this has got something to do with swapping boxes. Maybe we can put another box here. And I can switch between the two boxes here. I'm wondering whether I can take this and then bin it. Yeah, okay. The only thing I don't know what to do about this is oh, it still keeps my this is a box thing. Well, yeah. Graphic stuff. And then so it's basically a simplistic with one undo of a graphic editor. That's not so bad. It's pretty good for DTP for a basic one anyway. Well, I'd say basic one. Basic from what I used it. But when I used it was some years after that, so they would have got better at that point. Right. Is that 34 is it saying? $34B. Oh, Jaguar XU220. Sensible soccer demo. Revenge. What's revenge? Shareware, £5. Llama Soft. Okay. Revenge of the Mutant Camels. Good news for Amiga owners, your version of Revenge is bigger and more chocolatey than the ST versions. When I did Lamatron, the Amiga version came out slower and not quite as polished as the ST version. Amiga Revenge is much better than its ST counterpart, partly because the speed gain from using the beta is much greater, where large objects are being moved, and partly because I promised in the README on Lamatron I took extra time out on to use the Amiga hardware. And for the techie freaks amongst you, I did main things. The main things I did were follows. This is really respect from the name, yeah. Firstly, the main character sprites were implemented using the Amiga's hardware sprites, which has the double benefit of ensuring that your camel and goat always move at 50 Hz. And always taking a big load of CPU draw time. Next, the logical screen has been made wider than the visible screen. Obviating, is that? Uviating? The need for horizontal clipping of the sprites. More CPU time saved. So basically sticking stuff on the chips rather than the CPU. Closing detection has been improved, which helps overall playability. That's just the improved frame rate. You get a result of all that CPU time saved. The same reason you get better firepower. Your bullets on the screen. You also get a pretty raster horizons and a scroll with a bigger, more detailed objects. So all your amites can look down and stare at those poor ST owners, know that your camels are better than their camels, but don't get too cocky. You might meet a TT owner, their version is awesome. OV8. OV8ing something means rendering relevant. Okay, I've never come across OV8. But thanks for that. Right, let's have a look at less talky, more play, I think. See if this works. Hopefully it will do. No! Fuck you! Not opening. Right, let's try this again. Maybe we'll get it right the second time. I don't think it will work, but you know. If not, it'll give me a reason to put it on the disk I've got and put it in. And that's working now. What I found is, I think a week or two ago, if I didn't say it last week, I looked in the PCMCIA slot and three of the pins are bent over, so to kind of push them back, but they're fine now. So, in fact, when I get to the game side, I'll show you what I've been doing with it. Let's see if they'll load again. Yeah, I knew it was going to do that. For fuck's sake. Fine. Be like that then. Okay, so... what we got? Disk... What disk is this? Spectracolor Junior. Reckon this is 4 possibly. Still loading. What is this? Is this like a screen? Oh, is this you know when they use Genlock and it's like a title thing. You know what I mean? About Spectracolor Junior. It says video down there, and I'm wondering whether it's to do with, you know, when you do post development on, it's not post development, it's post process. Is it post processing on video? There's a name for it. Somebody remind me what it is. We got blend, subtract, maximum. It's like almost like a it's almost like Photoshop does that sort of stuff, but this is not. Save as save animation. So it probably does a bit more than. There's no help file though. Just as an about. Yeah, I want to quit. I want to see if there's because this is to do with camera stuff. Zero point preferences. What's the preferences? Right, let me have a quick look at something. Okay, I can see the Amiga format or Amiga collection disc. Just having a quick look at the image just so I can see. Problem is I don't know if it's going to be big enough for me to have a look at. There we go. So according to, yeah, it's a complete hand paint program. You might have Deluxe Paint 2 or 3, but you can paint using all 4096 Amiga colors at once. But can you paint at once? With this you can, feeling unique blend setter and wrap on shapes is amazing. And the picture it's showing is of Trapdoor. So that's probably one I could look at later on. And apparently it's worth, on one disc, on CU Amiga they've got one, worth 250 quid it was, apparently. So I probably did a lot of things. Cancel, that's what I'm going to do. So there you go, that's Spectracolor Junior. And our last disc for today, we've got Coverdisk 35B, Hunter 3, Quick Money, Easy Amos Demo, Microbes, Croak, and what the QM is, I think that's something that's on the disc that you'd have to access a different way. Croak, Simulation, Amphibian Migration. And you'll need a joystick as well. Program that attempts to simulate as accurate as possible one of the most fascinating stages in the life cycle of the Australian king toad. As everybody knows, the eggs of the crane toad are laid within the carcasses of dead sheep. In a nutrient-rich environment, the tadpoles quickly mature, and soon there are a multitude of young toads ready to begin their famous migration to the nearest creek or riverbed. The journey frequently takes them across busy roads, and oh, it's Frogger. Yes. It's still Frogger. Right, okay, fine. Nice story, kid. Let's see what your game's like, if it loads. And it does. I'm sure I've seen this version before. Had you going there for a second? Yeah, the idea of... I did find it a bit weird that the idea of frogs having their spawn inside a desecrated sheep, and I was a bit like, what? Really? Okay. Anyway, F10 is save and exit, that's good to know, and let's just press fire. And it's a decent speed, and we actually get some good... we don't get garbled. We don't get garbled screen, that's what I was trying to say. Responsive isn't too bad. Sometimes it jumps twice that I don't like, but... Ooh. Shit, I did only press it once. Got a timer at the top as well. Whoa, oh. Nice, interesting splat mark on the floor. Shit. Come on, I pressed up once. Shit, that was my fault. Yeah, I'll definitely have another go at that one. That's quite fun. See if I can get to the second level. Oh, that was a good... Shit, that wasn't good. Shit. Ooh. That was my fault. That definitely wasn't. That was though. Alright, one more game. As Frogger's Go is pretty competent. Yeah, it's not bad. It's quite fun. Sometimes it jumps twice when I only push it once. But other than that, it's not horrible. I do like if the car gets close to you, it beeps at you. Oh, the blood splatter on the car on the floor. Well, there you go, that's Croak. That was quite fun. Oh. No, I didn't want to do that. Board game. Board game. Right, hang on. Right, that's what I wanted to do. And then F10. Escape didn't work, that was the problem. And F10 is not doing anything. It is now. Just taking a while for it to let me do anything. Alright, Hunter 3. Requires library. Requires rec library 2.5 and power packer library 33.1. Broken shareware. 5 UK pounds. Runs and workbook saving approximately 40k of chip RAM. Attaches for clay. Load C for Amos banks. Sample ripper. Use voices or instruments as sound effects from games demos you cannot recreate or resample yourself. Oh, okay. So basically you can rip other people's sounds. Yeah, okay, fair enough. What else did it rip? Games and demos. Right, okay. Checks through the memory or disk files. Yeah, fair enough. Let's have a look at the easy Amos demo. If it loads. This looks like an old version of Amos. Maybe. Oh, it's an actual Amos program. I thought it was a I thought it was like some sort of demo, not. I thought it was a demo kind of, you know, yeah, not. Okay, quit is what I want. Microbes. I'm getting a black screen again. Oh wait, no. I'm getting a flashy thing on the green power bit. Basically means no disco worko. At least the booting isn't slow. Alright, we've got one more thing to do and then we can do some gaming. Do QuickBooks. Quick money, that was it. This doesn't look like it's working properly. I think this was a game. And this is the other thing with certain games, they don't work properly. So I get some that do and some that don't. Can I escape this? Nope. Actually, I'm being an idiot because I need to turn this off anyway. Let me just boot up. Basically, I've got to turn it off to pull the disk drive out of the back because otherwise certain games just don't work. Give me a second. And unfortunately there's no cat cam tonight because the cat's not here. So we're just gonna turn that off. Right, the other thing I've been doing, and I think this is thanks to Amiga Gamer 1200, who gave me a bunch of images, so that when you click on one of these, you'll get a different image that comes up here. And I've been slowly adding them, so after Burners now I've got one, for example, and you can see Alien Breed's got one. I think I'm up to N or P. So let's have a look. Elvira should have one. There's Elvira. The Duck's got one. Some of them don't, but most of them do now that I've put in, which is good. So again, thanks to Amiga Gamer for that. So if anybody's got suggestions for games or what they just want to come up with a letter and we can find a game to play, shoot it in the chat. Fire and Ice. That seems to be a popular one, is Fire and Ice. Someone suggested it last time, which is fine. You want me to play it again? I will quite happily play it again. Is it? No, I don't have an image for that. Oh no, because I didn't find one, that's why. Just updates. There we go. See if I can get any further than I did last time. Oh, got that. That's fine. No. Question is am I going to be lucky with the key this time? And I am. I can just exit. There we go. Just trying to get the controls to work happily without me going everywhere. No, that's it. First bit of the key. Shit. Oh, come on, that was a bit mean. Well, at least I got further than last time. Collecting the key can be sometimes a nightmare, yeah. Because sometimes when you're collecting the key on the first level, I remembered, I think it took me about 3 attempts to actually get it so that I could collect the key fully halfway through the level. It's 5 worlds and most people don't get past the ice one. Well, we'll see if I can do it another couple of goes. That's the first key. Bloody thing again. See, I'm okay when I get to about here. Oh, I need to go this way. It's these bits to the left of me that are not easy. And these seem to have respawned. Okay. I was expecting another key at that point. And that's where the key was, on a bird, right? Okay. I avoided the birds last time because I didn't think it was worth it, but nope, gotta do it. Fucking hell. Right, so that means I can go to the next area. There's no point in me wasting my time here. Right. I'm noticing that it's like days slowly coming all over because the way the oh come on, the way that the what do you call it, the sky, copper sky, that's it. Right, I have another go at this. I think I can do it. I'm just being stupid. Fantastic looking game, but hilariously unfair. Yeah. think I've got one piece to go. Shit. So many bloody distractions. Down it back again. No problem there, Amiga Gamer. Yep, got it. Tried to get real life sorted by 8, 9 o'clock, then chill time not happening today. That's fine. I imagine this week's not going to be fun anyway with it being so hot. It's too warm to do anything, yeah. Well, I don't know if I already mentioned this on stream. I do apologise if I did. Oh, there's a bone. About 2 o'clock I decided I was gonna have ice cream, but I decided to go for Ben & Jerry's and just had a whole tub to myself. Because if I'm gonna keep cold, that's a good way to do it. It's nice here on the coast, to be honest. I'm backlogged with real life stuff because I was sat on the beach until 8:30. Decadent, yes. Right, come on. Thank you. One up. Be careful. Ow, for fuck's sake. One. There's another key. Thanks to a silly Right. Done. I did pretty well actually, so as far as I'm concerned, because I didn't. Let's have 10. Was it this? Yes, it was. Yeah, I did pretty well for me. Anyway, I want to play this at some point. This is a point and click by Delphine Software. Future Wars looks great, but it needs a lot of time. Yeah. Definitely. Strangely, I've got it came from Desert 1 and 2. And the second one is it's called Antheads, but I don't think I can access the second one. It just seems to do the first one. In fact, let me just double check something. Yeah, it's got a slave for it, but when I check the... We need to try Future Wars again. Vaguely remember it back in the day. Scumby incompatible, so I tend to play adventure games on tablet now. Ah. Yes, Scumby has done a lot of compatibility, especially with recently was Blade Runner that he did. And the annoying thing is I actually got its copied version, but I got Blade Runner on CD, and there was a way to put it all together as one DVD disc and install it through a different program. You know, like a much more Windows compatible program for later Windows. And by the time I thought about getting ready to do that, ScumVM went, but no point now because we've kind of fixed it for us. So Might and Magic on Ultimate and just take up most of my playtime. I've actually got the first Ultimate game that I ever played, which you may disown me for, but it's the first one I had. Is it this one? No. Should be here because not here? No, okay. It's around somewhere, it might be down there somewhere. I did have the box for it, but the box is either at home, as in my parents' house, or I've lost it. But it was Ultimate 8 Pagan as the first Ultimate game that I ever played. I thought it was enjoyable, but then again, I've not played any other Ultimate games. I don't think I've ever played anything since then. I think I've played around with 6 and 5, but I need to kind of just start from the beginning and just do it from the beginning. I've not played the Might and Magic games though. Pagan's an okay game, not really consistent with the Ultimates. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And they were going to do an expansion called, is it Lost Veil? Just never happened. Just having a quick look. So it came from the desert, should be here. See, it says it's got the ant heads there, and it's got the other one here. So why it's just picked one up, I don't know. Four, 5, 6, and 7 are the ones to play. If I remember rightly, 1 to 3 is the Age of Darkness, 4 to 6 is the Age of Enlightenment, is that right? And then 7 to 9, 7, 8, and 9 is the Age of the Guardian, is it? Something like that? Because 4 is Quest of the Avatar, 5 is the Shadow Lords, which is it the False Prophet? 6 starts off with it's the Gargoyles one. What was 6? What was 6 the False Prophet? Oh no, 5 was Warriors of Destiny, 6 was the False Prophet, 7 was Exile, because there was an expansion called the Black Gate, possibly, and then there was a Silver Sword. Someone's going to correct me on that one, but it was a big black box. 8 was the one that I know of, which is Pagan. 9 was Ascension, and I remember playing that on Windows XP. In fact, I've got what I can show you on that was I do have. Because I went and tried Ultimate Online back in 2003, 2004. Just get these out. So this is Ultimate Online, and it comes with Ultimate 9 Ascension. 7's Blackgate, that was it, and Serpent Isle. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, cool. Thought so. Original Might and Magics were brutally hard. Ultimate 3 is very good, especially on Amiga. 4, 5 are the best games of what we've seen. Cool. I have to put them on a list of games that I need to play. Ultimate Online. 9th anniversary, never got released in the UK. I got it from eBay. So there you go. And that includes Ultimate Ascension. and a disc here. Can't believe it's not released in the UK. I can't remember where I got it from, to be honest. Let's see if there's any telltale signs in here. It says CA at the back, and it is ESRB, so I'm assuming I must have got it in America, or I must have got it from there. Fact, kind of miss the days of big boxes. Yeah, you know, when you went into stores and saw the big ones. Oops. Okay, so this is a book from ISM, Cape Frontier Civilization, a few others. Mr. Big Box is full of content such as Ultimate Games. Big boxes on most Amiga games were just bulky and annoying with one loose disc. So this is a book by Matt Barton, which I helped out with, because he basically asked his followers, hey look, I've got a load of screenshots, could you send me loads of screenshots, and I can, you know, it'll help me with the book, and if you do so I'll get your name on it. And that there is the cover of and it does have my name on it on there. I don't know if you can see it properly, but in fact might be able to do I don't know if I'll be able to do this. Yeah, so that's the cover, because you can see the bit of thingy there, and that's mine on there. So I'm actually nice to be in a book kind of thing. Probably the first and last time that's ever going to happen, but it's done, so there you go. Yeah, the shock cubes are ejected. I've yet to finish reading that book. I've gone most of the way through it now. It's only taken me 2 years to actually get through it, just because I'm so distracted with everything else. Alright, let's bring it back in. What else is in here? Might as well have a look at the best bits in here. So I've got the official fan guide in here. It tells me about on Ultimate Online. Fuck's sake. Having to speak today. It's the Second Age, Renaissance. That's it. In 2000. Third Dawn 2001. 2002 was Lord Blackthorn's Revenge. 2003 was Age of Shadows. So I think I was up to that point. So that's a little booklet there. It tells you about that in there. Got buddy registration codes. Probably useless now. And what's this? Basics of building a house, home building tools, and I think this is the map of ancient land of Malas, apparently this is, so, and that's what's in there. Just on the back it's got the house building stuff, and then how to build houses. Right, so let's get back to chat. What we were talking about. When to do the stream, I remember playing some games with 5 discs and a bit of manual stuff in a DVD case. I've only got one game in a DVD case, and it was the last one that ever got a manual in. And I'll have to dig in through down here, which I'm not going to do, but Sims 4 was the last one I had a manual with on DVD cases. Scratch manual bin. Quite a lot of DVD hype boxes that were tailored to the content with Neverwinter Nights is a good one. I think I've got 2 copies of that. Is it in the back though? Oh wait, no, it's accessible. Just wondering, are we talking about the deluxe edition, which is this one? That comes with Shadows of Under and Tide, is that? And Hordes of the Underdark. Under and Tide, I think that is. So that's that version. And the standard version, I think I've got somewhere. Sure, I've got the. Oh, I do. I've got a CD version of that one. Baldur's Gate coming out on 5 CDs, which is mind-boggling huge for a game of its time. Fits on the shelf, but wider for the manuals and discs. Baldur's Gate, good example of bad packaging though. Manual, $2-3 height CDs in a colour buff. Yeah, I've got a good example of that. That is here. I think Never Night's supposed to do the last big one we ever got. No, not seen that box. Okay, the original pre-expansions. Last one was which one? Last time was with him. Give me a sec. I've got a smaller version of that. So give me a sec. If that didn't show you both examples. So I got a smaller version of Neverwinter Nights. Annoyingly, I've got to take this out again. Never mind. So this is the smaller PC CD version. I don't think it's the one that Amiga Game is talking about, but that one is the other version I've got, and it's quite small. So it comes in, I think, 3 CDs, which I've got here. And I've got, for some reason, and I don't know why, I have the Icewind Dale book in here. I don't know why. And this is the Neverwinter Nights book, and it's quite thick, as you can see there. And that's the reference guide. Yeah, that's the original. I was talking about DVD hype, but wider box of the manuals. And then I can show you, just as a point, as Amiga Gamer was talking about it, just so that everybody can see. Where is my Baldur's Gates box. I see it. It's there. Right. There we go. Baldur's Gate. Nice thick box there. Namco shells were made by Mary Poppins bag manufacturer. Looks like he doesn't have much stuff to mention anything. I don't have much stuff. It's just one of those, you know, it's... how can I say? This is just double scapped. It's got nothing. I can show you the other bits in there in a bit. Interestingly, this is something that my housemate gave me. This is Tales of the Sword Coast, which is the expansion to the first game. Baldur's Gate reference manual, and as Amiga Gamer was saying, so this here, and it will fold out into these CDs like so, and then basically what you end up doing is you end up going to a certain part and it would say something like put in disc 2, and that'd be another chunk of the map, and then it'll be, so let's say if the map is like this screen here, you start off maybe over here, and then you just move to sort of here, and then you'd have to load in like disc 2, which is like this chunk of the map, and that sort of idea. I think Amiga Gamer can confirm that, but it was pretty much what the discs did. But yeah, so that's my copy of Baldur's Gate. And unlike most expansions where you'd expect this expansion to be after the main game, the way that this worked was it was still the Tales of the Sword Coast was basically extra side missions in the same map. That's how it worked. It was kind of weird because most of the time it was just after the main thing, but it wasn't. I think that also can be confirmed by Amiga Gamer if he remembers. I think that's right. The other one that did that was, I think, Morrowind did something similar to that. Still haven't finished Baldur's Gate. It's another copy, another on my Android's game list. Actually, I've got it on my Pandora. It comes with it's what's the engine? It's called something like Gem engine, and it can do other ones as well, like Icewind Dale. And there you go. It's the map of Baldur's Gate. And this is the starting town you go in. So I apologise if it's not 100% great in terms of visuals, but you can see what I mean. So you start off in, I think it's Candlekeep. I know the next time you go over to, we wind up in Berrigost, and after that, because Nashgull Mines at the bottom. I don't think I went further. There was a wizard's tower around there as well. GMRB on Pandora. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. Something that I printed out in 2006. Dudleyville.com BG1 checklist. So this here is a checklist of all the places you can go in Morrowind. Printed out. I can't even believe I printed this out. I forgot about this years ago. 9 pages worth. So it's like National Carnival, Upa killed, Vitari killed, is it? Rare potions bought, potions tent raided, Gazid pickpocketed. Let's jump a few pages down. Central Baldur's Gate, tick boxes for general scavenging, House 1, 2, and 3 raided, Dabron killed. Suppose it's a good way to say, hey, have you done this yet, without actually having to tell you where it is, which is good. So here you go. BG2's expansion, Thread of Baal, has a post-game mini-campaign for high-level characters. It adds a huge dungeon you can access in BG2. Siege of Dragon Spear is bizarrely right in between BG1 and BG2. Fun player linear. My first Pi coding projects was on GemRB. Did some code for the Broadcom disk maps renderer. Unneeded now due to SDL2. Okay. Yeah, I mean that was pretty good. Just be able to run around and have a portable Baldur's Gate. So as far as I remember, it did Baldur's Gate. It did all the other BioWare engine games like Icewind Dale was one it did. Did it do Forgotten? Not Forgotten. Planescape one. What was that one? And I'm only partway through that game. The Planescape one. Planescape Torment is that? All BioWare classic, yeah. Yeah. 1, 2, Planescape, yeah. No, Icewind 2 for some reason. Was that a different engine, do you think? Or Planescape Torment was the Infinity that's the engine, Infinity engine. Yeah, the only other boxes I've got, I don't know if this cable's gonna reach. In fact, I don't think it will do. So I've got kind of Diablo box, Dungeon Keeper box, which is practically empty, but I've got a copy on GOG. One that I recently bought and I've been wanting for years is Mech Commander, and it does come with a chunky manual. There you go. That's the manual there. The manual is 184 pages. Icewind Dale 2 was one on a different engine entirely, which they lost the code for. Oh, so there's no remake like the others. That's not good. Other games I've got in here are International Rally Championship, Network Q Championship, Dawn Patrol, Fields of Glory, Al-Qadim the Genie's Curse, Aliens the Comic Book Adventure, which is a nice cover, which is this one. This was the, I want to do a let's play properly of this at some point. I've got Alien Trilogy, Monkey Island Disc 1 and 2, that's an old school white label double. Weirdly, on this one, I can get the music and sound on Monkey Island 2, but the first one doesn't seem to want to click in. Like, you get the sounds, but you don't get the music. I had to switch to our new engine to handle a 3rd edition rule set, probably, and not with workarounds like in TOB. trying to think what that is. Where is that? That's Baldur's Gate. So, Dungeon Keeper, Syndicate War, Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, Harbinger, and The Fallen. And the recent ones I got, which was Myth the Fallen Lords, and Myth 2, Soul Blighter. Oh, I've also got Microsoft Flight Sim 5, I think it is, Mahjong TFX, B-17 Flying Fortress, City of Heroes Deluxe, X2 The Threat, and the the Elder Scrolls Anthology. That's all the box stuff that I can think of. I don't think I've got anything else. Favorite games game is now Neoplasma. Oh, I need to play that. That's I've seen it, or have I played it? I can't remember. It looked fun anyway. Throne of Bal. Okay, so that was part of BG2. Yeah, because we were saying that before. Let's double check that. Yeah, expansion. BG2 expansion, which crammed in a 3rd edition content into a 2nd edition rules set of cheese. City of Heroes, yeah, I played that years ago. Played it with a fucked keyboard. So fucked. I'll tell you what I typed in. So I couldn't type in, I think it was K. So I had to do, what did I do? Oh no, it's not that, sorry. Wrong keyboard. That to actually put a K in. Oh god, that was some years ago. I eventually got a new keyboard not long after that, still. Wish that game hadn't collapsed so suddenly. Champions Online just like the charm. Yeah. Yeah, when I play things like D&D Online, not D&D Online. So if I'm playing kind of Neverwinter Nights, which is 3rd edition, or 2nd edition D&D, when it comes to this kind of spell stuff, I can't be arsed looking at well, I go really nerdy. I'll tell you how nerdy I'll go. I'll try and get this from you may have guessed what I'm thinking of doing. That's about the bookshelf. So at the bottom set of my oh no, actually you can't see I'm at my bookshelf. Alright, so usually when I'm playing, so if I'm playing 3rd edition, if I want to, because I usually play Paladins, and if I want to go and see what I'm going to get next level or something, I'll just whip out my player's handbook and just go through and be like, oh, I'm going to be level 10, so have a quick look at, you know, what the skills is that I need. I've also got the DM book and player's handbook for 2nd edition D&D, so that's in there, like proper old school kind of stuff there. It's got all like wizard spells at the back, priest spells as well, because I think paladins were on priest spells. But on second edition, if I remember rightly, paladins don't start casting spells until about level 10. And I think they brought that right down on D&D 3rd edition. What was it? Was it level 6 or 3 or something like that? They started doing it. Where's Ranger? Druid. Dwarf. Monk. Where's it gone? Paladin. There we go, spells per day. Yeah, level 6 it was. I had to start getting the spells. So, there you go. And so that's what I usually do, because I go overdo it. It's like, well, I've bought them, so I've got massive amount of RPG. Well, I say massive, for me it's sort of small amount. I've got things like Hunter, that was an old one. So that was Hunter is White Wolf. So instead of being White Wolf was known for Vampire the Masquerade and Werewolf the Apocalypse. So they kind of did the other side, which was the Hunters. So people like Buffy and things like that. That's what that was. We've got Star Wars Saga Edition. That was the prototype 4th edition. It works really well on Star Wars. I've got Exalted. I've got Judge Dredd D20 version with some expansions for that. I've got Deciphered Star Trek. That's very detailed. I've got the original Dungeons and Dragons. I used to have the red basic box, but that's disappeared. I don't know where that's gone now. I've got the most recent one that I've picked up is the Alien role-playing game, and that looks really brutal and fun. What else have I got to know about? Oh, the one I used to run regularly was Chin Warring States, and that was basically like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon type thing. That was quite fun. Worlds of Darkness books. I have more RPGs than I was. Yeah. World of Darkness books. They were really big for LARP back in the day, and I did actually see posters advertising the Vampire LARP like 2 years ago. When I first started, when I was doing uni, when I started the role-playing group there, they were doing Manchester by Night, I think it was, which was the Vampire LARP. That went on for a few years, and then somebody did a system called Pretenders, which I still have the stuff for. Yeah, the other ones I've got are Action Cthulhu, which is kind of because I think they called it like a pop version of Indiana Jones type thing, but with Cthulhu bits in. What was the one I noticed? What else did I notice? I can't remember. I've got a few others in there. One that I have got that's got missing was one called Zero, and that was a homebrew, and it was basically like the Borg. So you had a queen that was Zero, and it did actually say that in the manual she basically cheats. But I wish I had it. I wish I knew where it had gone. Otherwise I might have to pick it up again. It's going to be very expensive. I only know about Chunk Cthulhu because of its silly name. There was another one, I think it was World War II Cthulhu as well, but I think that was more serious or something. I need to pick up Call of Cthulhu's 7th edition because I did have that. But that went bad. I need to pick up another copy of that because I've got space for it and it will be nice to have that copy. Yeah, I would like to pick up Zero again. I'm going to have a look at it and see how much it is. Because I don't know where my copy's gone. Anyway. Bit of a tangent there. So. Any more games? Oh, I want to see what this version of Jungle Strike is. Because I had this one. AGA and ECS, and I sourced it CD32, and I thought this might be interesting because, you know, maybe it's got video stuff in it. It's not a tangent, it was RPG, Cycrest. Yeah, fair enough. Can't argue with that. Just change the game name. At some point as well, I want to play around with some gold box games. Ooh, that looks fancy. Sure, that's a bit fancier than the standard edition, but I could be wrong. I think play this on the Mega Drive, more controller buttons. Yeah, it's also a lot quicker. Yeah, this is definitely a CD version because of the visuals and the music. CD32 version might have used all the buttons, but most did not. Well, I'm on a zip stick at the moment, so I've got a feeling they'll have updated this, but the game would probably be the same. My Zip6 has been cleaned up and is waiting patiently for a ZX Next, which has been deleted. Yeah, I'm waiting for my ZX Next. But I've got a Mister as a backup so I can try and finish things. Because I think I was saying to you last week about how I'd managed to finally move on with the project that I was on. Right, let's see if this is any different. Yeah, Talking Lock Z80, yeah. I do like the added animations in this, and the music's pretty good. And the pilot's as sarky as ever. Right. I was going to skip this, but I thought, no, but watch a bit more of it. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. So the other role-playing books I've got in there is Mech Warrior. Because there was the role-playing side of it. I think we've got second and third edition. I'm not sure about second, I definitely got third edition now. Okay, let's skip that now. Space does not work because space would let you change weapon. F10 doesn't work. Oh, that's interesting. So F5 is Hydra, F6 is Hellfire, F7 is to do that, right? Okay. So that's not gonna be fun. Protect the monuments, right? Okay. Unless F6 and F5 are swapping the guns. F8 pauses. Right, okay, fire just goes back to the cannon. Yeah, super. Sorry, that's a bit weird. It's really weird to have to kind of use F5 and F6 to play. Use the Hydra and the Hellfires. Especially at one point, I basically had to do this to move forward whilst pressing keys. Although I think I should be able to get a CD32 type joypad for this, for the 1200, which should be okay and it should work. But I could be wrong. It was F7, wasn't it? So guns are high. Fuel is not high. Okay, so just go to the left. Don't think you could do that in the Mega Drive version. Oops. Is that it? Can't be. Right, okay, so basically I've still got something to do with the bottom one, which I didn't finish off. Yeah, there's another one. Alright, that's that done. Oops, wrong. Damn it. Try to do... Hang on. Let's see if I can do it this way. There we go. Right is not... Oh, shit. I got free jump to the top. Try to go right, but sometimes it doesn't always. When I'm putting it on one hand on joystick was I've got a feeling I'm going to crash before I get the fuel. Shit. Yep. Knew that was going to happen. So it doesn't do the boo 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 sound, but I don't know whether the Amiga version ever did. Q. Oh, okay, so it's capture leaders. Right, that's fine. Whoa. That tank. When they sneak up on you. Let's see what the options say, because I don't know if it has oh, momentum on. Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, well, at least it was worth playing that version to see you know, what they'd added. So that was good. Right, any other games? I can do another game before I finish off tonight. Good game on all platforms, yeah. Did you ever get Revenge of the Mutant Camels working? No, it didn't work. I don't think I've got a copy. Yeah, no, Nights to the Skies is wrong. Long one. It's a fun one though. No, I don't have it. Oh, as an aside, whilst I'm here, something that Ravi had on his channel that I might as well show you. I will try and get it for next week, if I remember. I'll put it on. I'll put a bunch of Llama soft stuff on here, and you know, at least we've got something. I just don't usually play them myself because I'm just not very good at them. But yeah, I'll put them on. It's fine. Where did I put it? Did I put it under A or did I put it under R? Allow myself clone arcade games and fill them with flashlights. Llama's genius. Played one on the ZX Spectrum and it was had a long title. I can't remember the name of the game was called, but you could control the this long beam. I can't remember what it was. It was something like Intergalactic Llamas at the Edge of the Galaxy or something, or at the Edge of Time. That was a weird one. Oh, I found it. So Ravi played this on his retro channel. Let's have a look at the README. Some crazy name Spectrum games. I've been trying to randoms on stream. Well, my YouTube channel is mostly on ZX Spectrum games. So the one I've played for this week, the one I've just uploaded today is Banana Bee. Basically going through different mazes, collecting apples, and if you collect them more, you get the golden apple. It's got a very tight control, because as soon as you click off one, it's one of those ones where if you press left, it keeps going left until you press another key. It changes it, but it's a bit sketchy on. You've got to be very quick. So in order to kind of go this way and up straight away and then left, you can go this way. You press up and then you've got to go left very quickly afterwards, because if you do it too late, you die. It's yeah. Parents. Where's my utilities folder? You never thought it was possible, but it is to some extent. Here's a document for Amiga Resident Evil test version 1.0. That control scheme's so annoying. The reason I hate horror games. So, for gameplay troubleshooting, look at the area called troubleshooting. This version of Amiga Resident Evil is now nowhere anything as complete as it can be commercial release. What you do here is around 5 to 10 minutes of gameplay. Might keep you a little longer to complete, but it's quite easy to finish off. I'm not going to tell you the solution, but if you play the PlayStation, Saturn, PC version, you know what's going on quite well. This version is almost exactly like you would find on the commercial versions. You get the cutscenes with some from the uncut version, like if you watch it on director's cut, and it's not too bad. There's only a few things missing, such as multiple path. There's also some parts where you would get information, i.e. click on a table, and on the console versions we showed some text explaining what it is. The next version will have this problem fixed. Also, you can't die or kill anything. There's plenty of this, but I've decided to try and incorporate this into the second release. Main difference, of course, is that you don't actually move the character about on the screen. Use the mouse to click on doors and other stuff. In a way, this makes the version quicker. You do see your character on screen though. So what you need to run it, A1200, which I do have, which sits right here. Possibly will run inside 2 meg of memory, 4 meg or 6 meg recommended duo, 5.5 meg of hard drive space in the mouse. So let's have a look at Resident Evil Amiga Edition. If you've not seen it before. There's your mouse. Playing as Jill Valentine.
Where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it? Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
Dining room.
Slideshow the first 5 minutes of Resident Evil, pretty much. So basically, somebody's taken the stills of the game and just put it as a click thing. So can't click here, but if I click here, that's when it changes. So I can't click the clock or anything like that. I can go to it, I don't think it does anything. No. If I click it again, it comes out. So I click here, and I go to the end.
What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Then you go out here, click door. You gotta click it again, unfortunately. Click up there. I think it does that. Oh, it does let you go this way. It doesn't let you click on these two though. This door doesn't do anything. Click back again. Click this way. And this for this cutscene. Cutscene. Now, if I try to click here again, like I said, I can't die or anything like that, so nothing happens. So usually you'd have to go back here, click here.
Barry? Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
And there you go. I think I'll stick with the PS1 version. Yeah, I think you're right to do that. And annoyingly, to quit, reset Amiga. But it's got a GeoCities website, so that's quite old. Okay, so you may not have been to all the available areas in this demo. Have a look around, you might miss some of the movie. Right, I'll have a look later, but this was done in '98. So, yeah, oh, I can't quit this, can I? Reset my Amiga. Yeah, I've got, oh, for fuck's sake. There we go, hard reset instead. I've got the Director's Cut on PS1. I've got Resident Evil 2 on PS1. Sure, I've got a Resident Evil on a Dreamcast, but I could be wrong. I keep telling myself this, and then oh, the only Resident Evil I've got on the PS1, sorry, on the Dreamcast, is Code Veronica. I don't have any other one. That's why I get confused. I've also got Resident Evil Deadly Silence, is it, on a DS? So, I think that's it. Yeah, because there is Resident Evil 1 on the Saturn, but I don't have it. Let's go back. So there we go, you've seen the Amiga version of Resident Evil. Not that you were impressed, but you know. Never actually played any of this Resident Evils or Silent Hills. They're actually quite good if you're into that sort of thing. I never played Silent Hill, but I did play the second one. I wasn't a big fan of the third one because something about it just didn't. I played a bit of the first one, I just couldn't get into it. And I really like the fourth one because I like the way that in the room you're in first person mode, but when you go out into the other world you end up being a third person. I never got to finish 4. And then I finally played Silent Hill 1 for Retro Asylum's game club. I've almost completed that now, so I'm at the carnival bit right at the end. But yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, you quite like it. I never liked Silent Hill, enjoyed Resident Evils mostly. There are a few really bad ones. What of Resident Evil? I like the first 3. I played a bit of the third one. The fourth one's okay-ish. I'm not a big fan of the way that they did the third person, but it's a next-gen machine, so you kind of gotta expect that sort of thing. It really annoyed me when I had to pull down from 60 frames a second to 30 frames a second because there's a bug in it. It doesn't like 60 frames or something on a Steam version, and it was because I was having difficulty with the fish boss, the one in the lake, and it was only one way I could complete it was to push it to 30 frames a second. But I'll need to finish the rest of it to kind of, you know, 6 was awful, 5 was great in co-op. Yeah, I think I've got 5 and 6, so I just need to finish 4 off, and because I've met that little person that comes in, and I've not played it since then, so I'm probably a little way into it. I saw the beginning bits of 8. That looked interesting. Although I don't know where they're going with the whole she's a vampire, is it? That's what it seems like. It's jumping down to the J's where we were. Feel free to stop me if you want me to play something. What's this one? Oh, that's I know what that is. That's Hero Quest 2, isn't it? I want to play Mercenary at some point. I want to play the Spectrum version of Mercenary, but it's getting the because when I do the Spectrum stuff on the YouTube channel, I tend to go for action quick stuff, just because I've ended up spending, because I put all my videos on a Sunday if I can, and which means I can just schedule them out through the week, so I don't really want to spend too long doing a kind of adventure bit. Although Gregory loses his clock was a good one. That was fun. Does this work? It should do. Let's try Mindbender. And then we'll call it for a stream after this, I think. Yep, because this works. That's fine. I think it didn't originally. Or it didn't on my oh, Blender. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, it's getting late. Yep. Right. Been streaming for 3 hours. Yeah, I try and put a good decent amount of time in. See if I remember this. Start game. Is it that I've got to click? Oh wait, do I've got to do level? What? There's a way to start. Do I have to put my name in? Is that the problem? Right, okay, so put that in. There we go. Right, so gotta be careful. And then I use these to turn. So right click goes one way, left click goes another way. I think I've got to get rid of the cauldrons. Ah, shit. What to get? Damn it. Yep, that's my cat. Hello, you. Are you unhappy because you can't lay here? You know, she likes laying around here, so I think she's a bit put out at the moment. Play it again, okay. Yeah, come on. Wait, it's too red. It's not a good thing. Ah, right. So I think I need to point this to the exit, and I'm done. And now I can go into level 1. Okay. Oh, that's annoying. Magic spell hits McDuffing. So where's the magic spell going? Gotta be really quick on this one. So if I move this already. So that's fine. That can leave that there. Don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. Yeah, wrong way. Damn. Right. Just wanted to get a few games of that in just so you can see. That's Mindbender. It's quite a nice one. My brain's kind of collapsing. I knew I only played a couple of games, but it was something. Yep, I want to quit. Okay. Push me back to, yep, so that's fine. Okay. So, I want to thank Mary Rabbit and Amiga Gamer for the chat, and Sam for popping in. I don't know if he's still around. Oh, I also want to thank Amiga Gamer for the screenshots, because I've slowly been putting them in, so if you've missed me saying that, that's thanks for that. I'm still putting them in, so that's ongoing. That's no problem for the stream. It's fun to do it. I'm enjoying doing it since I've started to expand this schedule anyway. So schedule is tomorrow. I will be playing more of Retro Asylum's Game Club this month, and that's going to be Half-Life. Currently, I'm not sure what chapter it is, but there's a lot of army guys around. And it's just after, if you remember Half-Life, it's basically after you come out and it's like a drop here. You come across, you go back up and inside, and there's a load of army people and there's tanks everywhere. I think it's towards the Lambda complex around that area, something like that. So I'm probably about over halfway, or actually thinking about it. Zen's in there as well. So I'm probably around halfway point, I'd say. So that's tomorrow. That'll be at 9:30. If I do attempt to, sometimes I have been doing another stream on Fridays. I've not officially said it. It's just one of those things of, this is why I've got a random one on there, because if I feel like I'm in the mood for it, I'll do it. So watch out for that if that happens. Although I've heard it's cooling down by Thursday, so that'll be interesting to see. Anyway, other than that, Sundays, as I've already said, and I will say again, is Let's Plays, and currently I'm playing Dungeon Keeper. This Sunday ended up being from 10 o'clock just because it was too warm when I was doing barbecues, so the 5 o'clock one didn't happen, unfortunately. Right, so let's see who's available for raiding. That girl Joey's still on. She'll be doing Amiga stuff. See who else we've got. Actually, yeah, let's just bounce over to that girl Joey because it's Amiga Monday. Need to carry on the Amiga love, and don't see anything wrong with it. Plus, I was watching this stuff before I started anyway, so it's good to kind of come back and keep the Amiga going. So let's just wait for that to pop up on my side. And whilst we're waiting, sure I could put cat cam on. There we go, cat cam. So there she is, trying to sleep. Sprawled out across where my keyboard is. Because she likes to put a leg over my keyboard keys. And suddenly if I'm watching YouTube, so it'll kind of do that kind of pause on, pause off, pause on. And it's because she's got a foot on my space bar. Because she's a pain in the arse like that. Right. Oh, wrong mouse. It's not wrong keyboard, it's wrong mouse. Okay, so let's start this raid. Oops. So again, thanks to people who are chatting. I turned up and lurkers, and I'm back tomorrow for Half-Life, and we'll go and raid that girl Joey for more Amiga stuff. So until then, I will see you later. Bye.